So guys, how's everyone doing? Hope you're all great. Today, we're going to talk about one of the greatest shows on Netflix, Squid Game, which has now concluded. Season 3 is out, and honestly, I found its ending almost perfect. While everyone's opinions might differ, in my view, this show probably couldn't have gotten a better ending. Its story picks up right where Season 2 left off, with our main character, 456, also known as G.I. Hun, still alive. And these Squid Game organizers continue the same game with the remaining survivors. So what happens to these people now? Who survives? Who doesn't? What happens in the end? To know all this, you'll have to watch the entire season. Interestingly, this show has been made incredibly well. It gives you a smooth ride, during which you slowly connect with all the characters, and as they get eliminated, you feel sad about their deaths. To be honest, I don't remember much about Season 2. I watch so many shows and movies that I tend to forget old ones very quickly. So if I talk only about Season 3, even here I reconnected with the characters we saw in the previous seasons. If you don't remember Season 2 or Season 1, everyone remembers the basic plot, but the characters introduced there aren't always memorable. That's what happened with me. I remembered some bullet points of the story, but not much about the characters. Yet, I reconnected with them, and believe me, as each character died, I wish they hadn't died that way. I wish they would survive, reach the next game, or just make it through. But when they died, you feel a bit like, shit, I wish they had survived. You feel this for every character, not just a few specific ones. Throughout the season, we also see different facets of society, represented by various people. For instance, how far a human can go to achieve their goal. There's a moment in the show where you see a slight conflict between a mother and son. That scene literally gave me goosebumps. My strongest connection in my family is with my parents. When I was watching that scene on screen, I genuinely got goosebumps, thinking how horrifying a moment they added there. A little later, we see another moment where a father agrees to sacrifice his daughter. And the reason for it, it's just despicable to hear, that he's sacrificing something so precious, for such a reason. So the human face you see during this show is very disgusting, very contemptible. And the way the show ended, maintaining the innocence of character 456, was truly amazing. I can't tell you whether he wins again or not, or what happens to him. But he leaves such an impression on these people that they too, somewhere, as we see during the show, are a bit surprised, thinking, what did 456 just do? Then, about the games we see in this season, there are a total of 3 games. Honestly, I found all 3 games quite good. The games shown in this show are often very basic, but extremely deadly. And in this season too, we are shown 3 games that felt quite intense to me. Whoever thinks of these games must be a very creative person, in my opinion, to figure out how ordinary games we might have played in childhood, in some other form, can be made even deadlier. Now, after all these praises, I'd definitely like to mention some negatives about the show. First, the police officer shown, who keeps searching for that island for all 3 seasons. He just kept searching. He wasn't given any conclusion. He does find the island. Okay, he got his ending that he found the island. But after finding the island, he doesn't do anything during the season. I mean, he searched for that island for 3 seasons, and did nothing after that. Next negative is its length. It has 6 episodes, each an hour long, and believe me, you'll feel it. I watched all its episodes at 1.5x speed, and it still felt quite slow to me. Things happen very slowly, and you hear very little dialogue, or see very little action during the show. For a long time, actors just stand there, staring at each other, or using something as a prop to continue the show. But it doesn't feel like anything is happening during the show. It's not that you get bored there, but you just feel like the show is being stretched too much. And the entire show ended, but some questions remain unanswered. The biggest one for me is, who are those rich people who come to watch them? How are they selected? These are some questions for which I didn't get an answer. Although these things don't really relate to the show's story, it would have been better if they had been answered. The show would have felt a bit more complete. Overall, if I'm giving a conclusion for this season, personally I found it quite good. And if you've watched the previous Squid Game seasons, you'll watch this anyway. But if you haven't seen anything from this series, I would definitely recommend you to try watching this entire series once. If I had to rate this season specifically, it would be 7 out of 10 in my opinion. And if I had to rate the entire series, it would be around 8 out of 10. This was my short review. I hope you liked this video. To watch more such videos, please subscribe to my channel.